Hey, what's going on, PricePlow Nation and Chaos Crew members worldwide? This is Mike Roberto with video 2 on my Chaos Crew's Bring the Chaos pre-workout supplement videos series. I guess a 2-part series here now. So here's the deal. I did the review and then I started talking about the ingredients, and once again it kind of went a little bit long. I don't want to have a 20+ minute video up there, so we're doing a separate video here, and now we're going to talk about the ingredients. If you want to see the review, click back to check it out. And but yeah, first I guess this is a separate video, separate disclaimers. This product was sent for free. There is a small business relationship in that the Chaos Crew, aka Shapeshifter Nutrition, has done a promoted contest with us. I'm not sure if that's still up by the time you see this, but we do occasionally have a lot of contests on PricePlow. We have giveaways, and they're willing to ship this for free to anywhere in the world, as far as I know, if you use the coupon code PricePlow. So that's the cool part. The review was really excellent because it is a moderate dose of caffeine with higher doses of the extreme, more hardcore stimulants, and then it's all smoothed out by a pretty solid dose of L-theanine. And that's like where I really land with this. And then the pumps, I can't speak to the pumps as well in that review because I kind of mixed it with a stim-free pump product. And there's just 2 pump ingredients, but you have a little bit of offense, a little bit of defense, and it works really well. But I'm really more here for the stimulants because we're talking about bringing the chaos, and they definitely did that, but it was controlled chaos. Now let's talk about the ingredients.
Welcome to PricePlow.
Here's what we have now. L-citrulline starts off the pack. If you have 15.1 grams in a scoop, you gotta have something that's gonna be taking up some space. And our first 2 ingredients are 4 grams of L-citrulline, 3.2 grams of beta-alanine, 2 clinical doses. In fact, the L-citrulline dose is above clinical because with L-citrulline, the clinical doses are either 3 grams or 6 grams of citrulline malate. So we're above that. Now, citrulline is an amino acid that's going to convert to L-arginine and produce more nitric oxide than taking L-arginine itself would, because L-arginine gets broken down. But the citrulline pathway bypasses that because it's more bioavailable, and supplemental L-arginine gets broken down too soon to convert to tons of nitric oxide. So this is our main pump ingredient, and I'm going to skip way down to the bottom, not way down all the way to the bottom, but I'm going to skip lower down to norvaline, which is a derivative of the branched-chain amino acid valine, and that is actually the defensive side of things, where it's going to allow us to keep more of the nitric oxide by preventing our nitric oxide synthase from breaking down too much nitric oxide. So you have the 1-2 punch in citrulline, norvaline. Now that's the majority, that is it as far as pumps go. So this isn't like the most pump-tastic, blow you out supplement. I do know that Chaos Crew is bringing out a pump supplement, but in general, for me, like look at me, I'm not the pumpiest guy. I'm looking for the energy. I like the good mood stuff, When I'm short on sleep, I like this, but I don't want to crash, and that's what's happening with the stim profile. So I got to get into beta-alanine real quick. Beta-alanine allows your body to produce more carnosine. Carnosine is found in meat, and it's a compound that enables your muscles to buffer the acids like lactic acid. So the studies show 3.2 grams per day. Now in those studies, they do split them up into 4 different doses of the day, but we ain't got time for that. So we just take it all at 1 dose, and you're trying to get our carnosine levels up to saturation. When you have enough carnosine, you're going to be able to buffer out more lactic acid. It seems to work best in the exercises that are from like 1 to 4 minutes. So if you're doing some sort of time under tension stuff, or if you're doing like rowing exercises or some of this mid-endurance stuff, beta-alanine is awesome for the muscles. Like as a swimmer, I like it in some of those. A lot of the sets I do is are between 1 and 4 minutes. The boxing workouts are 3 minutes on. Like that's the kind of stuff that beta-alanine is awesome. If you're doing sets of 5, I don't know if beta-alanine is going to do a whole lot for you, because those sets are usually done within a minute. So anyway, that's kind of like where we land. Now beta-alanine gives you a little more endurance. So the whole name of the game in terms of building muscle is hitting more volume and training with intensity. So it's an indirect ergogenic. If anyone tells you beta-alanine is going to build muscle, though, no, it's not. It's just going to like help you build the stuff to buffer the lactic acid so that you can last longer, so that you could build your muscles. So there's many steps. Beta-alanine, cool stuff. Anyway, that's what's making me tingle right now too. Now after the beta-alanine, we have 500 milligrams of L-tyrosine. This is an awesome amino acid that helps us produce more of those fun, happy neurotransmitters, dopamine type neurotransmitters that we all love and enjoy. 500 milligrams is what I kind of consider like the minimum dose that I start to feel if I take it solo. And so would I like a little bit more? Yes, but it's okay because we have a lot of other stuff. So this is more of a focus enhancing compound, and then it's supplemented. After that, we have half that dose. We have 250 milligrams, like I said, of the L-theanine, which is paired up with the 250 milligrams of caffeine. So you have these 3 ingredients here that are really synergistic together with the caffeine. Caffeine is going to get things moving. L-theanine is going to kind of smooth it out and then make it so that you're a little bit less jittery. And L-tyrosine is going to bump up the dopamine a bit, but we're not done with dopamine whatsoever, because after that we have Regia, which is typically standardized for N,N-dimethylphenethylamine citrate. Usually they use the citrate form. This doesn't smell or it's not clumping or anything, so I'm guessing it's a citrate form. By the way, I could tell there's 5 milligrams of bioperine in here just because I'm almost like coughing every time I open this up, and that's the pepper extract. We'll get to that. So the Regia, now this is an advanced form of PEA that also helps bind to the dopamine receptors. What's cool about this one, so PEA is an awesome little dopamine booster, but it's like there and gone. If you take standard old PEA, it's there and gone in like 5 minutes because your MAO enzymes cleave it right off the dopamine receptor and like free that thing up. They get that stuff out of there. And so with this ingredient, I gotta say that this is not to be combined with any type of prescription drugs like an SSRI, because we do need our MAO enzymes to break off some of these PEA compounds. And if they're bound forever, you're just gonna be in overload, dopamine overload, not a good thing. So anyway, don't mix those prescription drugs. See your doctor before trying any new supplementation program. Typically a hardcore pre-workout like this is for the young healthy bucks. Let's just be honest here. So readresses anyway. So yeah, this compound's like PA, but it's got 2 alkyl groups attached to the PA backbone, and those like physically block the MAO enzyme from breaking it down too quickly, so you get a longer lasting, more euphoric rush. It's really been pretty well accepted by the industry. It's not as strong as something like DMAA or DMHA, but it is a great like next level above caffeine to get you going. I get instant euphoric mood effects when I take it. However, after that is the Juglans Regia at 200 milligrams. Now what I want to say, I'm going to go back to Regia. That 250 milligrams is a high dose. And 200 milligrams of Juglans Regia is a high dose. Like we're talking about feels that are trying to get back to the feel of DMAA. 200 milligrams is almost like twice what some of the other supplements are having. And that's why this is probably a smart idea to take that 400 milliliters of water and do a half scoop first with the 7.5 grams worth of powder. And your Juglans Regia, now this is what we consider like the stronger form of DMHA, even though it's not really DMHA. It is usually standardized for 2-amino-5-methylheptane, which is very similar to DMHA and has similar feels, but is a little bit less captivating, but at the same time a little bit less, I would say, hypertensive. So you get what I get out of this is a really good euphoric buzz, head rush kind of feel that takes it to the next level above the PEAs. Now, what I also get though is I get like easier muscle movements. Like what I've joked, it's easier for me to run up the stairs even. Like I just like kind of float on up, and like weights become definitely lighter when I take these kind of aliphatic amines, and I definitely enjoy them. But I do urge a lot of caution because this is a very strong dose. The cool thing is that it's not next to too much caffeine, but if you think that you could have like 500, 400 milligrams of caffeine and you want to do like a heaping scoop, but if you wanted to do like a very, very big 2-scooper because you think you can handle 500 milligrams of caffeine, I think that's a terrible idea with this one because of these stimulants. So you got a lot of good euphoric stuff here, but at the same time, take it easy on it. After that, you have lotus leaf, or in parentheses, Nelumbo nucifera. That's actually Higenamine. Now, Higenamine is a beta-2 agonist that is great in the weight loss community. It's kind of one of the post-ephedrine type supplements that works on, really, for me, it works when I take it solo with caffeine. It works on an appetite suppression angle for me. And so you get a little bit of a quick boost of energy, and it helps free fatty acids for use. A lot of these ingredients we're talking about help you free fatty acids for use, and that's why they're good workout supplements. Your fatty acids can reattach if you don't do anything with them, but yeah, get a thermogenic effect going and get training, and that's why it's really good. Now 100 milligrams is how much is in here. That once again is a high dose. I typically see 50 to 75 milligrams, so once again we have a high dose non-caffeine ingredient here. After that, we have the Norvaline, which we've already covered. That's playing the defense for our nitric oxide. We have some vitamin B3, giving some niacin, which is probably giving you a little bit of tingle rush on top of the beta-alanine. Black pepper extract, and that's, I said 5 milligrams earlier. That's 10 milligrams. That's why, let me just... So the black pepper extract helps some ingredients become more bioavailable and increase absorption. I don't know if that's proven in any of the ingredients that are in here, but you might as well, as long as it doesn't make it taste bad, and they don't. So at 10 milligrams, usually we start getting spicy at 10 milligrams. That's clearly been covered up here, so that's fine. I didn't even realize there was 10 milligrams. So good stuff. And then after that, vitamin B12, which we probably get plenty of unless you're a vegan, in which case you need to make sure you're getting plenty of vitamin B12, but otherwise you're going to have some serious problems. So anyway, I think this is a fantastic supplement. What I like are the high doses of Regia, Juglans Regia, and Higenamine, but the lowish dose of caffeine and L-theanine. We're not seeing as much of this kind of supplement anymore. So the bring the chaos is true in one way, but it's not true in another. It's like I said, controlled chaos. And that's why I like it, because that's kind of what I was looking for. If you think you need more caffeine, don't overdose it. You have so much other stuff in here. But anyway, Europeans, I'm very happy you stuck around, because you're going to get to try something that it's kind of been floating around America a lot more, but you have a harder time accessing it. Now it's available to you, and look at this labeling. I mean, dude, oh yeah, they sent this Chaos Cuts. I haven't tried that yet either, but it's got some of these hardcore stims too, minus all the pump stuff, of course. Yeah, these labels, man, I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this. It's really cool. But yeah, they wanted them to pop on the shelves, so if you run a local store or whatever, these will definitely, I think, these will definitely move. Overall, incredibly enjoyable. Never had a bad incident with this or anything like that. It's just a really well formulated, to my liking at least, pre-workout supplement for the hardcore stim junkies out there who don't want to be bombed out with caffeine. All right, so thanks for watching. You can check out PricePlow.com/chaoscrew. We'll have links to Shapeshifters Nutrition's website. The PricePlow coupon has free shipping for anyone worldwide who's looking to get some of this stuff and have a tough time finding it locally. They might be the ones that go hook you up, but check with your local customs and all that first. I can't get into any of that. So that's about it. My name is Mike Roberto with PricePlow. Thanks again for watching, and thanks again to the Chaos Crew for bringing in a supplement that kind of is designed the way I like it, and teaching me a few new things too with the whole caffeine, L-theanine thing on top of these other hardcore stims. This is a good way to go. All right, subscribe, comment, like, all that stuff. Much appreciated. We'll see you next time.
Welcome to PricePlow.